Thousands of migrants detained for months in southern Mexico, forming a new caravan in protest this weekend. They're reportedly headed to Mexico City in an effort to speed up their applications for asylum in the U.S. Mexican authorities saying the caravan is made up of about 3,000 migrants, mostly from Venezuela. Brandon Judd is the president of the National Border Patrol Council. Mark Morgan is a senior law enforcement analyst and former acting CBP commissioner. Gentlemen, welcome. Brandon, first to you. Thousands more migrants headed here to the U.S. Talk to me about this motivation, the idea that heading to the capital, Mexico City, would really speed up their applications for U.S. asylum.
We're already inundated. If you look at what we're facing right now in the Rio Grande Valley, we already have 6,000 people in custody. We only have the capability of holding about 3,000 people, yet we have 6,000. All we have to do is look at Tucson. We're at 135% capacity in Tucson. We're pulling agents out of the field to take these individuals into custody and process them. These individuals that are going up to Mexico, this new caravan that's going to Mexico City, as they apply for asylum, when it takes a little while, all they're going to do is put themselves in the hands of the cartels. They're going to make their way up to the border. They're going to cross our borders illegally, and they're ultimately going to be released into the United States. That's the magnet. It's a reward. We're rewarding people for violating our laws. We need to stop listening to the rhetoric from the White House. We need to stop listening to the rhetoric from Mayorkas, and we have to start looking at the facts. And if we look at the facts, we will recognize this is a crisis. It's completely overblown, and it is policy-driven. It could be contained tomorrow if there was the political will to do it.
It's also overwhelming, right? You're looking at the images there, but when you talk about the numbers, Mark, El Paso now declaring a new state of emergency as Texas is bracing for a flood of migrants. Again, this having to do with Title 42 set to expire in May. It's the second time an emergency has been declared in 6 months. El Paso's own figures show they're encountering more than 1,000 people a day at the border. The El Paso mayor saying, quote, "We're going to see something based on all the information we've received that we haven't seen in El Paso before." Your thoughts, Mark?
First of all, I couldn't agree more with what Brandon said, and there's two key points. One is this is about policies that we can change tomorrow to stop this crisis. And two, we're already overwhelmed. Emma, you talked about the numbers. You showed the video. We know that there's thousands making their way through Mexico to reach our borders. We know that there are tens of thousands just across the border in Mexico in shelters, in makeshift camps that are ready for Title 42 to end. So undoubtedly, when Title 42 ends on May 11th, Emma, we're going to see a significant spike. How long that will be sustained, we don't know at this point. But keep in mind, and this is something that Brandon said, we're already overwhelmed. So if the ending of Title 42 is not going to cause the crisis, we've already been in the worst border security crisis we've seen in our lifetime for the past 2 years. When Title 42 ends, it's just going to turn a hurricane into a tsunami.
For your schedule today, Judiciary Committee on Immigration and Integrity and Security in the House scheduled to discuss Biden's border crisis, the exploitation of unaccompanied minor children. So that's another element to the story. Newsmax is covering it. Stay with us throughout the day. Our thanks to Brandon Judd and Mark Morgan. Gentlemen, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you.